Hi crafty friends, it's Lori with a craft party. Decided that we're going to do an envelope today and we're going to make our own. So I'm going to get out my handy dandy cutter and I'm going to cut these edges off first. And that'll just be scrap or trash, whichever one you want. That's how far out my printer prints, just to the about 1/8 of an inch on the edges. Some places 1/4 of an inch. Throw those in the trash. All right, and then I need to cut this down to 8 by 6. So I need and I believe this way is already 8 if I measured right. Yep, that's already 8, so we'll leave it at that. Too bad this has got a picture on it, because now the picture is going to be going the wrong way. But that's okay. It'll still be good decoration. We'll turn it this way. And we want to fold it so that there's about 1/2 inch overlap. And then crease the sides. Get out my bone folder and give it a good crease. And then we're going to take our glue. I'm using art glitter glue, but you use the glue of your choice. And gluing that flap down. Give that a good press. Clean up any glue that seeped out. Want to keep from having this glued down. Okay, and then I'm going to get out my scoreboard and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. Get out my embossing tool. 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to turn it over and do the other side just because it's a thick cardstock and score that at 1/2 inch. So it'll fold nicely. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut a triangle off on both sides. Put that in the garbage. And then the side that has the fold on it, you want to cut that off. The side that doesn't have the fold, you want to push to the back. And I'm talking about this where it's folded over and it's glued. And you want to cut that off without cutting the other side. And you want to get down to where it's scored. There we go. And fold that over and glue it. Okay, I'm going to give that a little press. So now you'll have like a seed packet. And we want to grab, I lost the other piece of paper, there it is. Okay, then you want to grab this piece that you cut off and you want to cut it 4 inches. There's that 4 inches already. Almost 4 inches already. So we'll go ahead and cut that there. at 4 inches by 2 inches. You're going to get your scoreboard back out, and we're going to score this at 1/2 inch. Okay, fold that over, and we're going to glue this to the back here. Oh, it looks like it's a little shorter, so we want to cut a little bit off, because you want this to match up for the back, because it's going to be the flap. And I am going to take double-sided tape. There was a string. Piece of double-sided tape. And I'm going to put it on that flap. And I'm going to give good press so that way it stays down there on me, for me. And pull up that piece of paper and throw that away. Then I'm going to put some glue beside it because I really want to make sure this sticks with it being a flap. And you want to glue it to the side that has the glue line on it. And you're going to stick it down so that it's right on the edge of that flap. Like that. You want to give it a good press. Watch for any glue seepage that comes out right here because it'll end up gluing your pocket shut. We don't want that. Then I'm going to grab my corner rounder and I'm going to round both of these corners. Okay. Then I've got a doily sitting here, and I think I'm going to take a piece of this doily and I'm going to glue it on here. I'm just going to glue around the edge first. And that looks like about enough. Okay, oops, throw my glue. And then I'm going to glue it to the flap only. So there, it's like that. And I'm going to fold it over. And I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on this back side. And a little bit of glue on the flap. Grab my towel. Got a little glue I don't want seeping out on the paper and gluing it shut. And then I'm going to go ahead and where we glued the flap on, we're going to cut that same line. And we're going to cut off any excess on the sides. Keep that doily for later. Might be able to use it on something else. And there we have what looks like a seed pack with a doily. And I'm going to get some embellishments. No, don't want that. We have a lot of bottles with this embellishment pack. And a lot of books. And I think we will use the bottle. This is a Solar Witch pack by Ink and Page Journals. Debbie has it on her Etsy shop. I do not remember how much it is. I will try to remember to link it down below, though, her Etsy shop. And she also has a YouTube channel, but she does not have a video on the Solar Witch junk journal kit. I'm also using the add-on kit, so I don't know which this paper or this embellishment came from. I am grabbing my foam, and I'm going to put some foam on the back of this. Grab my scissors. There we go. Gonna grab, I should have some sari silk. Yeah, got some sari here. Use a little bit of that. And I need to clean off my desk. I've got these blue embellishments that I think we'll use all three. Gonna put a big glob of sari, or a big glob of glue for my sari silk. I think I'll do this side and gather it and stick it down in here. Now I take the backing off this foam tape and use the foam tape and the glue to hopefully hold that sari silk in place. Okay, then we'll take a couple of our beads. Let's see, do we want the dark or do we want the light blue? Let's try the light or the dark blue. And we will glue it here. Okay, and now we need something for the flap. First off, I want to get some Velcro dots. And I am using On Schedule stick-on coins. I believe I got it at Hobby Lobby. You have to give them a good pull to get them off the other ones, the ones beside it. And then I'm going to put one in one corner and one in the other corner, and I forgot I wanted to glue that down. Yeah, it'll still let me glue it down, because they don't always stick real well when they're not glued down. And this one I got to glue. And then shut it up. And it'll take it a minute for the glue to take effect. So give that a good press. And then maybe we'll take another one of those blue embellishments. See if I can get a hold of it. Oops. Dropped one out. Got to put it back in. There we go. And some more of the sari. and we'll put a little dab of glue there. Hopefully the sari will stick there, and then we'll put the bead right on top of it. You'll have to give that a press. The bead's not wanting to stay. There we go. And there we have us a seed packet, velcro dots, and sari silk. It was great spending time with you today. Please like and subscribe, comment down below. Also, don't forget to head on over to my Ko-fi shop and get your free printable. It was great working with you. Have a great day. Hugs.